Alright, so as you can see, I'm working on this fancy inlaid harp guitar, this nylon string super treble classical harp guitar. Today I got the clamps all taken off from the fingerboard and the headstock veneer, which looks super awesome. Can you see all that awesome inlay work that Dave did? Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get this thing finish sanded and all the holes drilled out and get it in the spray booth today. Stay tuned. Alright, I've got all the final shaping done. Next I'm going to run the first regimen of orbital sanding to it. Get it sanded all down to 100 grit, and then I will drill all the peg holes in it. Alright, I've got all the holes drilled and the first amount of finish sanding done to this thing. Turning out really nice. Beautiful Indian rosewood fingerboard, western red cedar top. And then Dave told me that I've got this one here is ready to do a scuff sand to the top, and it has 2 coats of sealer on it. And it needs to get in the spray booth, and then this one has been in the spray booth and has 2 or 3 coats on it, and it needs 1 more scuff sand to the entire thing. So let's cruise out here and see what Dave's up to.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going? I'm just doing a setup job here on this next NST. This is our best-selling harp guitar right now, and this one's going to be going out. I think we're going to ship this out to a dealer in Utah, a really cool store they have out there. Anyways, I'm doing all the bone, and this actually is made out of tusk. This nut here is the Graph Tech tusk. Looks like I got some stains on there I have to get out, but so I just have to kind of fit them in there, and I have to do a bunch of hand sanding to them to kind of get them the right shape. Here's one of the saddles. This is one of the 3 saddles. This is actually bone, and if you look down here, I had to kind of get it to fit in here, so it took a little hand sanding to get it just a really nice tight fit.
So you got the super treble saddle here, this guitar saddle here, and that's the one that we can kind of height adjust for the action of the strings. And then we got the sub bass saddle right here, and then this is the tie block where the super treble strings tie onto, and
then they actually go through these holes in the bridge, and so that sets the spacing of the treble strings.
Yeah.
So there's no like spacing you have to do there. It's all done.
So what you've been doing so far this morning is installing all the tuners on this thing. So the sub bass strings get banjo tuners that just go right through the back, and then of course the guitar strings get a nice set of classical guitar tuners. And then what do we use on the super treble strings?
These are like electric guitar tuners. They're I think 14:1 gear ratio, so they're just a sealed gear, you know, like a Godot style Schaller knobbed tuner, and they just allow it so it's easier to tune those super trebles. You know, it's a little bit finer of an adjustment, so you got to kind of crank them more, but it works really well, and it's a cool. I like our design with the pocket back here for that tuner bank, so there's nothing extra sticking out of the guitar other than just the machine heads there. And it's a pretty cool design we got on this NST. It's no wonder people like playing them, and we're happy to see them out there.
Yeah, we can't keep them in stock, that's for sure. And yeah, the tuners that we use for these make it so that all the strings have a geared tuner. So
Right.
they're real easy to tune, all 18 strings.
Some of the old harp guitars had zither pins that had a key that you crank, and there's no gear ratio. It's just however far you turn it, that's what you get, and you have to. It's such a tight adjustment. It's really hard to keep those in tune. So yeah, the geared tuners are the new deal here.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to do for this design of harp guitars. Make sure everything had nice geared tuners all the way down. Make it real easy, user friendly, and easy for a modern guitar player to use. Okay, we're back in the sanding area. I'm going to go ahead and get this one and this one back in the spray booth for Dave. So I do need to do just a quick scuff sand to those, and then I will be working on this one here to get it finished sanded all the way up to 220 and get it ready for the spray booth too. Okay, I got both of those two harp guitars back in the spray booth, one of them in the spray booth for the first time, and I will be moving right along to do the final regimen of finish sanding to this. Oh man, the lighting is terrible. To this one with the super cool inlays. So I got to do this one at 180 grit, and then bevel off all the edges, and then 220. So away we go. Alrighty, so I'm done finished sanding that. That was a lot of work. Now I will be putting a couple coats of sealer on just the top. So stay tuned for that.
Close up. Okay, ready? Oh, Froggy. You got your buddy. You got the sidekick over there. Okay, hit me. Rolling? All right. Just got this guy strung up for the first time, so we get to test the pickup out and hear the first few notes on it. Let's see what she sounds like.
That's Al's little buddy.